Hello, if you see this, I'm just going to share this everywhere for a minute. So hold on. Also, hello friends, if you're already watching, I'm just sharing this out with some people. I tried a few new settings in the chat, so only subscribers will be able to comment, and hopefully this will keep the weird, sexy things from being said. And yeah. And also, I don't know if I needed slow mode on, but we're going to try it. You also can only send like one message a minute. So I'm sorry about that. But things have been getting spammed more lately. So I got to do what I got to do to protect it. But anyway, we'll give people some time to hop in here. I have some crumble cookies that I'm going to be munching on, so don't mind me. We just got a crumble in Fargo like a couple months ago. And I treat myself every now and then. And also, it's right by Costco. So when I do my monthly Costco run, I go spoil myself. So anyway, fun. Sorry, I'm still getting in this. But these are going to be reading sprints today in case you didn't see me say that. I have some Patreon books that I need to get done. So I thought I would come live because then I will hopefully stay focused while I do that. We'll see if that's what happens, but that's the goal. Okay, also, my lighting is being weird. There we go. So yeah. That's weird. Well, Daniela, I didn't do it through StreamYard, so I don't know if that's why. I'm going live with YouTube, so I don't know why I didn't tell you, but that's why I posted on Instagram and my Patreon and stuff to tell people, because YouTube does whatever the hell it wants to. But yeah, what are you guys up to? What's everybody reading? Hey, Samantha. Yeah, Crumble. I mean, they're pretty good. I know some people like other brands better than them, but I mean, we don't have much to compare it to here, so I just go for it. Well, Daniela, it looks like it's just you because everyone else found out about it. Well, that's okay. Daniela, I also hope that I have all the right settings in place for memberships, but obviously you don't have to do that. I'm just telling you, I think I fixed it. That is not me telling you to do that, of course. I'm just telling you that. But anyway, Sarah, we just started 5 minutes ago, so you're not late at all. I didn't warn anyone. Tell me what you're reading in the chat. I did this live on YouTube because I didn't want to set up a StreamYard. And I'll tell you why. StreamYard, if you have a free account, there are some limitations. And one of them is you can only stream using it for 12 hours for free before you have to like pay for it. And so since I'm planning to do reading sprints for quite a bit today, I didn't want to use up my hours on StreamYard. So I went directly with YouTube, which does give me some limitations. Like I can't highlight comments the way that you can on StreamYard, but that's okay. All right. So let's see what people are reading. Patricia is reading River of Shadows. That's a good one. I've seen some peanut butter ones that look bomb. Yeah. Anita just started Sinner, or finished Sinner and is starting Saint. Ooh, those are some good ones. Daniela finished A Season for Scandal and The Sight of You by Ashley Mack, and you started Zephyr. That's awesome. I'm waiting for her to drop the the arc for Tareen because it's supposed to come out in like 4 days. And I haven't got the arc yet, and it always stresses me out because I have a lot of arcs that are due on the same day this month. So that's okay, Daniela. You showed up here anyway. That's why I shared it in other places. The Sight of You, Daniela, I want to know what you thought of that. I thought the writing style that she chose was interesting, but I had a good time with it. Sarah just finished Michelle Hurd's Saint series, and it was really good. You don't know what to start now. Yeah, that's a tough one. Well, hey, Mel, I'm glad you could join for a little bit. I'm just going to be doing reading sprints today, so. Samantha's reading Unhinged. That's nice. That's a fun one. Paperback and Lattes read Gracie Meets the Grump. That, everyone was freaking out over that. It dropped like while we were at Wanderlust, and everyone was freaking out. Stephanie, hello. You just started Dangerous Beauty. I haven't read that one. Hi, Justin. Hopefully I'm a good thing to help you get your outlining done. I'm here to support. Monica, you read Bittersweet Heart. I heard that's a student professor with the heroine being the professor. Did you like that? See, I wasn't a huge fan of the previous one in that H hunting series, so I wasn't sure if I was going to continue, but then I saw what the tropes were. And then I'm like, shit, I love older woman taboo ones. So you should tell me what you thought of that. Daniela. Oh, Daniela, I don't understand why. I turned them on, so I don't know why it says you can't do that. I thought that I did everything I needed to do. Let me see. Oh, well. Hey, Monet, glad you're here. Welcome. Patricia's looking forward to Tareen. Yeah, I'm very intrigued about that couple. I'm very intrigued for Cass and her demon man. I think it's the Demon King. Is that what that one is? I can't remember. Or is it the vampire? No, I think the last one's going to be the vampire. I don't know. Excited. Mel is reading a bunch on audiobook. And you're re-listening to Talbauer. Ooh, that's a good one. Jess, and you're rereading Bloodbound. Ooh, nice. And then you're going to outline. I just made some cilantro lime rice after my Costco run. I got stuff to make that. Let's see. Okay, I need to read through some of these, and then I'll tell you what I'm reading. And by 12:15, I'm going to jump into the first sprint because, like, the point of this is I need to make a lot of progress today, and I don't want to get too distracted. So I'm gonna dive into it. But okay. So about Ashley's book, The them chapters were very different, yes. But overall, I really liked the story. Derek was swoony. Alina was amazing, but frustrating. That's great. Yeah. Yep. I definitely felt that too. Justin and I were actually just talking this morning about like characters who we're told are very smart but act dumb. And I honestly feel like Alina is one of those. Like she's this bodyguard and she's supposed to be so like clever and these things, and then she misses some pretty big like slip ups in it. And I wonder if it's, you know, that being someone's first book, well, first release book, if it's like, you know, that thing of like how much do you share about the mystery and how much do you have your heroine pick up on. And I agree it's not perfect. I'm mostly just proud of my friend and I'm excited for this series as a whole. Like I have an arc for the next one. So I'm giving her I'm giving her a pass in that of like, I'm happy my friend is writing and I like the idea of the series. And I'm excited to read later books because the book 2, she said, was the like her idea for the series came with the second book. So we'll get to it. But I mean, when it's someone's first book and it's someone that I know, like, I don't know, like I'm not going to pretend I'm not biased about it, you know? But I'll be honest that I'm biased about it. I'm not going to shred my friend when I'm not the editor of the book. And like, it's not like, I don't have a problem with it. It was fun. I read it on a plane and I liked it. So there are plenty of things to pick about it, but also I've never even finished a book. And I'm sure mine would be shitty too. Cause like literally like writing style, grammar, and that stuff is what I'm worst at. Could I come up with a good story? Yeah. Could I write it and make it readable for people? No. And it doesn't matter how much you love to read. When you sit down to write, it's a completely different skill set, even if you like telling stories. So, Monica, you're a teacher and you're really eked out by student teacher, and Maverick was spoony. Oh, it didn't eke you out. Sorry, I missed a comment before. Cool. You finished Charming the Prince by Teresa Medeiros. Ooh, I want to read more of her in December. Hey, Kara. Sorry, I need to catch up with these comments. I read that. It is a demon, Patricia. Okay, thanks. I thought it was Cass and a demon. I'm so excited for Eva because I just reread Lifeblood. I annotated that one for Daniela and someone else. And she introduces all of the heroines like pretty good in the first book. I had just forgotten it because, you know, it was in like March or April when I read it and I forgot. And when I reread that book and I remembered what like Eva's like gift is and like what her witch powers are, I was like, oh yeah, I'm really excited for her. She's very chaotic and I'm excited. Yes, I'm excited for Tareen. Oh, I just love Amara's books and I'm very excited for what she does next. Melissa's reading Beauty and the Baller. Love it. Jay is reading Promises We Meant to Keep by Monica Murphy. Love. How long am I going to be on, Mel? Well, I don't know, but probably a few hours. Like I have a lot to do. So I'm going to do 45-minute sprints and I'm going to go for quite a while. So I don't expect anyone to stay on the whole time with me. I just need to be with the computer up where I'm like, don't get distracted by everything else, you know? I'll show you what I'm reading in just a second. I'm sorry. Let me catch up on these. Gracie's mom now. Oh, fun. Enjoy my crumble. I am enjoying my crumble. I have like the strawberry one right here and then just their chocolate chip. The last time I went there, the chocolate chip was sold out. So I had to get myself some of those. So good. Yeah, she was pretty obvious. See, and it makes me feel dumb because Justin pointed out some villainous things that I did not note. Like, I literally didn't notice them. And that doesn't mean they weren't there and very obvious to everybody. But without spoiling that book for everyone else, like, once I found out what was going on, I was like, oh, yeah. But it was kind of like where it was so obvious that I thought it would be something else, right? So I wasn't even looking for that person to actually be the villain. Does that make sense? But I don't know. The hero in that just, if a hero is good in a book, I will forgive so much. And I really love Derek. I really love Derek. And I love that Ashley has an actually awesome, wonderful husband and that she shares some of that with us. So, yes, we're excited for Eva. Monet says Maisie Yates can write some spicy books. Nice. Daniela, that's perfect. You're done with work and you're reading until bed. Perfect. Hi, Hermione. Hello. Okay, now I'm caught up. I'm going to do sprint now. So the thing with YouTube, let me see. Hold on. Okay, I had to find out where the mute button was. So I don't know how to do a share screen on this one. So I'm just going to have to set a little timer for myself because I don't know how to share screen when I'm using YouTube. So I won't be able to do a cute countdown. So I think I'll just put the time that we're ending and then I'll like pin it to the comments because I can't share a thing here. This is why stream is good. So we're gonna literally sprint until 1 p.m. my time. So it's gonna be a 45-minute sprint. So I'm gonna see what I can do. Audra, mind you're reading Bloody Heart. I love it. There's all my Sophie Lark. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my God, did you guys see the cover reveal for Anastasia? I gotta tell y'all, I like it a lot. It's not quite the vibe that I've been picturing Anastasia to be, but I'll be honest with y'all. She says they worked with 10 different designers. I saw maybe 4 different designs for the cover. I personally got to see since March and before, I've seen 4 different designs, and that one is definitely the best one. Like, there was some that I'm very happy. They were beautiful, but they were not the vibe we're looking for, you know? So I'm very impressed with what we have, and I'm very excited to see what we get with that. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Sprinting until 1 p.m. CDT. And then I should be able to pin this up there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mute, and we're going to sprint for 40 minutes, and then we'll come back. Oh, shit, I didn't tell you what I was reading. Okay. Let me do that real quick. If I end up getting distracted and wanting to work on some like notes and stuff, I am listening to A Court of Wings and Ruin. I have the first 2 parts of the graphic audio. I finished the first part. I have the second part, and there is a third part, which it doesn't come out till November, but we got to get this book done by next Saturday. So I'm going to have to finish it anyway. So if I end up getting bored with the other book, I will be listening to this. Look at my beautiful, beautiful book here. But I'm reading for Patreon, The High Mountain Court by A.K. Mumford. This is the Patreon book that will get a private review. So if you want to know my thoughts, you got to be at the $7 Patreon level because I will only say my rating and my spice rating in my monthly wrap up. So just so you know. But I'm intrigued so far. Literally, I'm 30 pages in. But this has a 19-year-old witch who's like has to hide. And then there's a fae prince who like needs her help to stop a war. Like that's literally all I know. And I will be annotating this today. I doubt I'll like finish this in reading sprints, but I want to get as far as I can with it today. So hi, Kathleen. I'm glad you could join. I'm just going to be doing reading sprints for a few hours today. So we're going to do one for 40 minutes here. So do some productivity, read, and we'll come back in to talk for like 10 minutes. So anyway, let's do it. All right. All right. Okay. Hello. I was at a good place to stop, so that's why I did that. Hi, friends who joined while we were reading sprints. Let me unpin this. There we go. My hair's all over. What is that? Anyway, I know, I'm sorry. I don't have the kitty to go meow. I guess I probably could have set the timer like on a different page and then just freaked everyone out with the cat meowing at us. But sorry, there's no easy way to ease you back into everything. But anyway, I never make as much progress as I want to make, but I did read 30 pages. This book is really funny. I don't know, the humor is getting me. It's pretty clever. The Fae prince in this that needs her help. In case you guys missed this, there's this witch who's in hiding. A certain type of witch is supposed to be all wiped out, and of course, the heroine is the magic kind of witch that isn't. And a prince in one of the courts needs her help. And he's a Fae prince, yep. And so he kidnaps her and her two companions, but he honestly, they're like, we need your help, and we knew that you wouldn't listen to us, so we didn't kidnap you. So now they're traveling together, and they stop at this inn, and they're pretending to be a husband and wife and everything. And just there's so many funny quips so far, so it's really keeping me interested. So far there's nothing super special about it that's sticking out, compared to other Fae things that I've read, but it's clever. It's enough where I'm like, wow, this is funny. It doesn't feel overly heavy or there's a doom upon us, even though she's a kind of people that's they would kill her if they found her. It doesn't feel overly heavy. So I like that. I like that it is making me chuckle in some places. Just some of the quippy, there's some pretty funny quips in this. Let me find a funny one. Of course, I can't find it when I want to say that there's one, but it's funny is my point. So it's going pretty good. All right, let's see. Hannah Blackwell said she DNF'd her soul for revenge. That's a bummer, Hannah. I really loved the second one because I liked that it was the hero was a switch. So I like that he, would do stuff to her and then let her do stuff to him. I don't know. That doesn't show up too often in a dark romance. It's usually always the guy is a dom, and so I like that. But that series is pretty wacky, I'm excited for more, but I won't lie that it is pretty wacky. So you're reading Dragon Mage right now. That's cool. Sorry I made you jump, Jessen. I love you. Candace, your mom showed up for a visit right away, so you didn't get to start reading. Oh, that's all right. Sam Barfield, you just got here. You're working through some library books. Love it. Yeah, I'm going to be doing sprints for a few hours today. I guess we're an hour in already, but I might go till 3. We'll see if I start getting to but I think I'm going to get in a good groove with this book, so we'll keep going with it. Melissa, you got a few chapters done and then your coworker showed up with candy. Oh my gosh. Well, you got to stop when you got to do that. I also took pictures of, I think Mel had to go back to work, but I got the book, the form set up last night. So after we're done with this sprint, I will be posting finally the giveaway for this beauty. Because I meant to do it when I hit 15K and a lot of stuff had been going on this summer, so I didn't do it. So if you're interested in winning this beautiful copy of Manacle that Mel did, make sure you're following my Instagram because I'm going to put that giveaway up when we're done with this. So I took the pictures for this. Also, I haven't picked the dates yet because, again, I want to find a good time in the schedule because I'm going to do it for 10 days, I think. I'll do it for 7 to 10 days. I'm going to do a fan fiction readathon where you can read Harry Potter fics or other fics. And Mel will be donating some books to give away for that as well. both some Harry Potter ones and some that aren't. Like we're going to be trying to read some that aren't. So it probably, my hope is that it will be the beginning of November. I was going to do another Mafia readathon, but then we ran into October, and I want to do this fan fiction one before the end of the year. Like, I just really do, because this is the year that I read. Like, literally my year kicked off with this, and I want to do a readathon for it before the end of the year. So I'm going to do that. But anyway, those are vague plans, but they will happen. It's just the time that it's going to happen is still debatable. Like I need to figure it out. And then there's a couple friends who I'm hoping will host it with me, and I got to make sure it's going to work for them as well. But this is absolutely beautiful. I'm sad to give it away to somebody, but I'm happy for someone else to have it, because I do have the beautiful copy that my friend Joe made for me, and it just feels selfish to have 2 copies of Manacled when some people would love to have this. So it will be a US only giveaway. I'm sorry. This is very heavy. It would be extremely expensive to send overseas. So I'm sorry, but this will be a US giveaway, and I'm really excited for y'all to be able to get that. What? Okay. Yes, Manacled is amazing. Okay. I missed some of these. Samantha was putting her kids down for a nap. Well, you're doing your meal plan. That's amazing. That is living the mom life right there. Jessin got 6 more pages, and then on to the next one. Nice. Getting shit done today. I love to see it. Daniela, you're in the middle of chapters 3, so not much reading done. But I'm very much curious to know how Alex is mated. Yeah. Well, in her world, there are your fated soulmates, and then you can also just have a mate. So, but I will let you figure it out, because that was the big mystery of that one. Is we were like, what? This is a rejected mate, and he already has one. Yeah, like I was really nervous, but you know what? Amara, she doesn't let me down. Okay, she doesn't let me down, and I loved Alex. I loved him. Let's see. Lizelle started reading Pen Pal for cover to cover. Yeah, good luck with that one. And then Out of Bound for a book club too. Yeah, I'm putting that one off. I will read Out of Bound someday, because I did love that series. At the time that I read it, I loved it. I'm just not in a mood for that stuff right now, and literally like my cup runneth over with riches. And I'm, like I said, the reason we're doing reading sprints is I'm feeling a little stressed. I have I made a list yesterday. I have 7 books that come out by the end of the month that I'm supposed to read arcs for, although I did just reject 2 of them, because some arcs, like you sign up for the arc and you have plenty of time, and then the author drops it to you like 3 days before it's supposed to come out. And when all the authors do that, it's hard. You know, like I want to support indie authors as much as I can, but at some points too, I'm like, you got to give yourself more time for it. You know, it's really tough. So, you know, I have to do it. But then not only do I have those, but I have 5 patron books that I still have to do. And that's my fault. I wait till the end of the month, but you know, stuff just gets in the way. So literally I have like 14 books to get to. 14 books to get to in the next 10 days, 9 days. So I'm a little stressed. Okay. And most of those I can't, there's no ebooks. Like the patron books I can listen to an ebook, but I have to write in them. So anyway, yes, Lexi, I'm very excited for the fan fiction readathon too. I have been coming up with some really fun prompts for it that will work for any kind of fanfic people want to do. Like this will not have to be a Harry Potter fanfic readathon. Like I'm sure that's what a lot of people will read, but you can read, like, it's going to be for all kinds. It's going to be great. Sam, you've never read any fanfic. Well, I had never read any fanfic until like December 29th last year. And Now I've read about almost 50, which has been great. You could make me read fanfic. I'm in. Yeah, Daniela, I fucking could make you read fanfic because it has all the things that we love in it. It's amazing. I found some for Beth and Rip. I only found 2 Yellowstone ones that I want to read, but I downloaded them. Hannah Blackwell is on a mafia romance kick. Yeah, Hidden Truths came out today. She didn't put this one on KU, and I'm kind of proud of her for doing that. Like, good for her. I hope she makes more money off of it. I bought it immediately. I'm very excited to continue that series. Like, I don't know. The first book was just okay, and the second book, I loved it. Okay, I did. I loved Broken Whispers. It was beautiful to me. It was beautiful. It was probably the lowest angst mafia romance I've read in like a long time, and I love that. And it had a speechless heroine, or a which was great. Writing down your questions about the giveaway. Yes, I know, Danielle. I'm sorry. I cannot make that international. I just can't do it. The last time I did a giveaway, it ended up being like $36 to ship it to the person, which was more than like the book was worth. And it's like, I want to do that stuff, but it's better for me. Like, literally the book that I gave away for that, I could have just sent them the money to buy it themselves, So you got an ARC today for a book that releases on Sunday, and it's more than 400 pages. Yeah. Well, like I said, I haven't even gotten to Reen yet, and it comes out on Sunday. So, I mean, is that the one? No, you wouldn't have got that one yet. Because, like, I'm on her, like, personal ARC team, and we still haven't got him yet, and it comes out on Sunday. Very afraid to dive into fanfics besides HP. Yeah, I mean, I haven't so much been afraid. I just haven't been interested, because I like the fact that it's a world that I know very well. And then when you're reading a fanfic, whatever things that fanfic author has changed, it's still mostly the same. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about it. Lexi, I don't even know what I'd want fanfic for besides HP. Great point, man. Great point. That's me, though. The ones that I'm interested in, I have a bunch of different ACOTAR ones downloaded. I do. I have like 5 different ACOTAR ones downloaded, including one, get ready for this, including one that's supposed to be with Reese and Feyre's son and Tamlin's daughter. That's supposed to be a fanfic that I down, and I'm like, love it. Hannah Blackwell said, can you read it in an app like Kindle? I hate reading on my website. So that's why I only accept fics that are on AO3. Because yes, any other fan sites, you're going to have to read like on the website, which you could link to your phone. You could put the app there, but you would be reading on the website. AO3, you can download an EPUB and then send it to your Kindle. So I literally I'll show it to you. Oh, look, Karina Halley had to push her book. Surprise, surprise. So here's my fanfic one. These are all my fanfics are in my, and I know I'm showing it to you on my phone, but this is my Kindle app. I just don't have my Kindle. So like all my fanfics are right on my Kindle, and they're on my actual Kindle as well. So, yeah, all you have to do is, if you're someone who, I don't know, Hannah, if you've ever gotten ARCs that way or you've had phones delivered, but you just need to know your Kindle address. And so you download the EPUB to your computer or your phone. Like, you can do it right on your phone, but I will like sit down with a list of them, and I go to AO3, go to it, download it, and then you go into an email and you forward it to your Kindle address. And then in Amazon, you have to have your own email address as an approved sender, and then it sends them right into your Kindle library, right like that. And then you can read it on there. So it's fantastic. It does withhold a little bit because there are a lot of fanfics that, aren't on AO3. There are other websites people use, but I just pretend that I've never seen those ones. because yes, I need to read it on my Kindle as well. I can't have my computer open. Some people love reading on there, but once you know how to do it, yeah, it's like Danielle said, once you know how to do it, literally it's like it takes not even 30 seconds to send them, and then you can be like me and have 50 different fanfics to pick from, just like books. Okay. Back to Lexi. Aw, Tiffany. I love you too, Tiffany. You're so sweet. Tiffany's being awesome to me today. The other fics I want to try. So I want to try some ACOTAR fic. Like I said, I have a Yellowstone fic downloaded. That's a Beth and Rip one. And I've seen some Stranger Things ones. Mel is actually planning to do, for the fanfic readathon, she's going to do one of the Stranger Things ones as a giveaway. So that'll be cool. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't looked into too many others either. I probably won't ever. Vampire Diaries. She also has a Claraline one, which, fun fact, I've said this, the only fanfic I've ever tried to write was I tried to write a self-insert Klaus fanfic. Because I wanted to get down with Joseph Morgan. I mean, who doesn't? Who fucking doesn't? You are just wonderful. Just do your best and we'll be fine. You don't have an Instagram account, so I don't know other ways to enter. Kara, there will be another way, because I'm not like using Instagram to enter. That's just the way I promote it. I'll share it on my YouTube community page as well, because I've shared this like on Instagram. There's just so many like scammers for giveaways. So I make a form, one of my forms where you can put like a book request in. I make a Google form to enter the giveaway. So, I mean, yeah, you can like and share on my Instagram to enter it, but you'll fill out the form to enter it. And then when I'm picking a winner, you're not going to be contacted by anyone, because you'll have filled it out. I have your information. I don't need to contact you. I mean, I will, but like, you're not going to get it like, please give me your info. No, you've already given me your info because you filled out the form. And when you win, I can just pack up the prize, send you a little note, and send it to you. There's nothing for you to fill out. You're not giving anyone your credit card information. Like, I'm going to send it to you. Because there's scammers who, the last time I did a giveaway, they were trying to be like, ooh, I'm a representative of the Book Refuge. And I'm like, fuck no, this is a one-woman production. There's no assistant to me. We do not have an assistant. Anyway. So Care, I will make sure that I share that for you. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys don't need to do this. Thank you, Daniela. You are wonderful. Okay, Samantha said, thank you so much for the info about AO3. I've been wanting to get into fanfic. Yes, yeah. So yeah, I mean, and also, Samantha, if you go to any of the videos that I made about it, I talk about it there, and I actually have the links to the fanfics directly. So, because AO3, it's not the easiest site to, navigate. It's pretty low level. So if you go to any of my fanfic rec videos, you can literally open the description and follow the link right to it. You will just say you're okay with reading spicy content, because it'll ask you, like, are you over 18, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll be able to download the fic. So hope that helps. Have a great time. Juicy stuff, Jen. Yeah, I love Klaus. Klaus Caroline, I'd be down for. They were robbed. Yeah. And Mel's working on a fic for that one, which I'm intrigued by. I haven't looked any up. And again, mostly the reason why I haven't looked at other fics is because I don't have I already have 50 downloaded. You know what I mean? If I open myself to more fandoms, I will be screwed. That I could read fanfic nonstop and never be done with them. So I'm interested in some others, but I'm perfectly happy reading all the different pairings with older men and Hermione. I'm here for it. Oh, thanks, Melissa. I love you too. It was great to get to hug you last weekend. Yes, AO3 is intimidating, Tiff. It definitely is. Ooh, Steph said she read Loki fanfic. Oh my god. I didn't think about superheroes. Shit, that would be amazing. So Samantha, like I said, I haven't picked a time yet. I was just letting people know I'm going to do one. I'm thinking it will be the beginning of November. I honestly have had so much going on. I'm actually planning to be starting a podcast with a friend, maybe. And by maybe, I mean we're going to record one and see how it works. And then, with the signing that I went to, and I have just trying to catch up on my shit. So I haven't had time to plan the dates and then reach out to the people that I want to host it with me. But I was also communicating with Mel because since she wants to donate stuff to it, we need to make sure that she has the time to create the things she wants to donate. So I will absolutely blast that all over the place. I'll do an announcement video. I'll have art, but it probably won't be until November. We'll get through October and that's when it will be. So I will let you know. All right. I think it's about time to do another one of these. Do another sprint here. Yes, Samantha, I will. What is that? I will definitely let you know. Something was making noise over there. Let me see. Okay, I think I caught up on everything. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. So we're going to go back in. I think we'll just do a 30-minute one this time. Because, I'm going to do these until, 3, I said. And 40 minutes, I start to get bored. I need to have the times to stop and do stuff and everything. Kara said, thank you for explaining because I could get spammed by someone. Yeah. And it happens. It's a bummer that people are annoying that way. But I understand when someone tells you won, you get excited. I almost got tricked by one for Willow Winters because I always am entering hers on TikTok. And I had someone reach out and they're like, here, fill this out. And I was like, that's not right. It's not right. But you get excited and then you click a link before you think about it, So, yeah. You get excited, you think you won something, and then they're like, bah, we just tried to spam you. So, nope. That's why I will ask for, in the form, it will ask for your mailing address because I will send it directly to you. I'm not asking for you to do anything. And then once I pick a winner, I delete everyone's info. I'm not keeping anything. But if I don't do it that way, then it ends up being a back and forth. And also sometimes then if people don't give me all the info that I need in the form, I just skip them and go to the next one. Because if you want to win the prize, you gotta, I understand people not wanting to give out their info, but then you can't enter a giveaway. I have to be able to send it to you. And if you don't give it to me, then that's okay. That means you don't feel safe, but then you can't win stuff. So, it's a trade-off. But anyway. Okay, we are going to sprint until 1:55 p.m. just to mess with myself and not go directly till 2. I'm about to start called You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty or Open Road Summer. I've never heard of either of those. I've never heard of either of those. So, has anyone in the comments read those books? You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty or Open Road Summer. Never heard of those before. Apologize. Steph, you're going to eat. Well, good for you. Perfect. Okay. Next sprint, I'm going to try to get through another 30 pages, which Should be super doable. Another 30 pages. Maybe I'll try to do more than that. So Hannah, you got manacled on your Kindle app. Well, there you go. Okay, I'm muting. We'll look at questions when I get back. Here we go. Okay, we're back again. I literally made it like exactly to where I wanted to, so that's nice. Getting there, but yet it feels so far. Oh, how's it going for everybody, huh? Season is definitely changing. Get allergies all year round, but Makita said you're reading The Sacrifice by Jessica Gadziala. It's a MC romance that has demons, witches, and shapeshifters. That's interesting. I've heard some good stuff about her. One of my Booktube friends really likes her a lot. But I haven't tried her. Candace got through 3 chapters. Nice. Oh. Ooh, Naru is reading Enthralled. Nice. Ooh. I got my first, because I rejoined Tiffany Roberts' Patreon. And I got my first like quarterly swag pack from them. I'll show you some of these. So here's a really pretty bookmark. These are the like monthly stickers that they do. That one. This one is beautiful. And then we got some spicy pictures. Okay, you ready for these? So there's this trio. I should maybe try to hide the pornographic parts of this one. This one, I think that Catan looks a little bit more demonic than normal, but hiding his big purple penis from y'all. Oops, my finger's almost not big enough. And then like, oh man, this whole one is just really hot right there. I like need to like these are so. Oh, here's one more. This one doesn't have anything bad. There's this one too. I like officially need to start like a scrapbook for these because I don't have enough books to put them in. I normally put these in the books so that they're like step backs, but I have like so many of them now. I had some people asking me in my Instagram where I get all my stickers that I put on my books, and honestly, I get them from Etsy is the big thing. I have some favorite artists that I go to. Lila, June Co. I really like them. But honestly, I just look up what I want. You know, like if I'm looking for like Yellowstone stickers, I just type that into Etsy and it shows up, you know. But then it's being a part of like Patreons and like book boxes. Like a lot of my stickers, people just put them in with orders and then I just save them all. And when it's time to decorate a new journal, I pull them all out. I got a lot of stickers from Wanderlust last week. Authors had a lot of swag. And then, yeah, like when I do paperback orders from authors, because I do try to order from authors' websites as much as I can. And they usually stick stickers in. And so I just save them up. But that one is for being a part of the Patreon, yes. Which is fine. I love stickers. So, yes. Yep. I definitely could get a photo album from from Hobby Lobby because I have a lot of art as well. You know, well, I have Juliet's art for Stay a Spell, but I always put these in the books so that they're a step back. Very excited to get this couple. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Ruben and Jules. I mean, I know I will also be excited for Henry and Clara. I'm excited for that, but I'm most excited for Ruben and Jules. I've been very excited. Gareth really surprised me because that book was a 6-star book for me. But Ruben and Jules have that potential as well. Let me see. Samantha only got 15 more pages through of Unhinged. You struggle with third person point of view with both main characters being the same pronoun. Interesting. That is interesting, yeah. It is really beautiful, Daniela. They have really beautiful. Do I think Ruben or Jules messed up? I have no idea. I think they both fucked up because of a couple of hints from Juliet that there's like, if you look at what the tropes are, it says mutual pining. And I think they've both fucked up at different times. And I think Jules is maybe too proud to admit the stuff that she fucked up. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm ready for it either way. Jules probably definitely rushed to judgment about something, but she's got that prickly heart. When you got a prickly heart, you protect it more than anything else. But I'm ready for it. It's gonna be great. Lizelle, you bought the Sons of the Survivalists in the sale. That is great. I want people to read those. And yeah, her books are never on sale. So that was a good one. You're reading Stay a Spell on audio to get ready. Yes. Rereading it. I really want to listen to, I really need to listen to Always Practice Safe Hands. I need to listen to it, but I'm not a huge fan that Podium will do the same couple for like the same narrators for an entire series. Like I know that they have a stable of authors that they use, but like I really liked Aiden's voice for the Wolves, you know? Like I liked his voice for Alpha and Mateo and for Nico, but I don't know how I feel about him being Gareth. Like I just don't know how I feel about it. Like that isn't how I picture Gareth's voice. Like I can hear his voice in my head. So I might not listen to that one. I will, but I'm not like eager to do it. Because again, I love Aiden Snow. I love what he's done. Her like, especially Wolf Gone Wild and Witches Get Stitches, I think it's great. But when you use the same couple narrators for all the couples, it's harder for them to be distinct to me. You know what I mean? Like when you listen to Don't Hex and Drive, like Aiden Snow doesn't sound like Devraj to me. He doesn't. I feel like Joanna Fairview did a better job voicing Devraj when she's voicing him than like Aiden Snow did. And that's not to take anything away from Aiden Snow. Again, love him. I just think that for Podium, like it doesn't show a ton of care for the author series when you just keep them all the same the whole time. That's my opinion. Don't come for me. And it doesn't take anything away from Juliet's books at all. It's the narrator choice where I'm like in my head, Gareth sounds a very particular way, and I'm not like too eager to replace his voice with Aiden Snow, you know? Because Gareth's one like my favorite hero of this year. So I have a very particular love for him. But that's just how I am. He was perfect for Alpha. He is so perfect for Alpha, like so far beyond it. If it's the same narrators, it can shatter the image. Yeah. And again, like Lexi makes a good point. If you were listening back to back, it would bother you. But some narrators totally ruin the image of a character. Yeah. So that's okay. I've bought enough of her books and paid and read enough of them. Like I'm definitely supporting her in every way possible. And I still like bought the audiobook. I just don't know if I'll listen to it because of that reason. Like literally only for that reason. Because Gareth's head, like it's very specific to me. And he's like my fave. So I don't want Aiden Snow in there. But that's all right. Hannah Blackwell, I started The Highwayman and I think I was spoiled for it already, but you're really enjoying it anyway. Yeah. I mean, that book's been out back for a long time. I listened to an audiobook recently where the characters were 35, but the narrator sounded 70. So you were picturing an old lady the whole time. That is hilarious. But also, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. Some of my favorite historical narrators, she always sounds like an old lady. But for me, I just am like, pretend that it's an old lady telling me the story because it's not a first person book. You know what I mean? Like, there are not really any historicals that are first person. So it doesn't bother me if it's an older woman's voice doing it. But yep. Yeah. Well, I think we might just do one more 30-minute here. Um, because I did just have to call and make a car appointment. I totally forgot that my check engine light came on when I was shopping this morning. And they have an early appointment time for me. So I'll have to go do that. I've gotten so lucky and haven't had anything wrong with my car in like 2 years. And so now I'm just like, great. I hope I don't have a huge bill for that because I would like to not have to put another thing on my credit card after all the books that I bought last week. I'd like to be paying that off, but hopefully it's something small. I mean, it never is. I feel like anytime I walk into the mechanic, I'm at least dropping a Benjamin before I leave, right? I'm at least dropping that. But I try to keep up on everything. Like, I've learned my lesson. I have a nicer car than I've ever owned before. And so I try not to push things off because I can't afford it because I've learned my lesson. And you usually get bit in the ass if you wait too long. So better to fix something and have it be $100 than push it and have it be, like $600 later on, which has happened to me. I had a little thing with my car I needed to fix, and it ended up costing me that. So let's see here. Ooh, that's funny. Woohoo! Alrighty. Let's go to $235. Perfect. All right. One more sprint and we'll chat for a little bit and then I will hop off. All right. It's going to be good. I'm excited. Alrighty. Oh, thanks, Care. You're awesome. Is the book I'm reading like Juliet Cross's series? Just curious. Um, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. If it reminded me of any of her series, it would remind me of the Vampire Blood series, even though there's no vampires. It would maybe remind me of that the most, but it is not like Stay Spell. It is still going pretty good though. The sexual tension's building a little bit, so that's nice. Um, but yeah, how did everybody go? Mel, you still have an hour to go. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end this pretty soon here because when we went back and I had to call, and I called the mechanic, and they were like, yeah, our online service, it says when we have open slots, when we don't. And so he was like, I don't actually have a slot where I could do work on your car today, but if you want to stop by, I'll plug it in and tell you what's making the light go on to see whether it's like an urgent thing or if I can wait. So hopefully it's not an urgent thing because, well, hopefully it's nothing super big. So who knows? Who knows? I know I don't need an oil change right now. I know my tires are good. So I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I've made it like a third through this. And I think that it's pretty interesting so far. Like they're still traveling. It's lots of traveling. First, she pretended to be his wife at one place they stopped. Now she's pretending to be his slave at another place that they stopped. But there was this really cute moment that I liked where, so what he does is he like has his one of the Fae like makes a collar for her, and so it's gonna be like a fake collar. But then he gives her his like family ring that like shows that she's considered like a very valued member of his slaves, I guess. And she has this like pouch with stuff in it. And he's like, so when I give you a collar, it says you belong to my family. When I give you my ring, it says you belong to me. So very possessive thing. And then she like reaches into her pack and she's like, give me your arm. And he's like, okay. So he gives her arm and she like ties one of her like red ribbons around his wrist and is like, there, now you belong to me too. And she's like holding his wrist and she feels his like pulse start like fluttering really fast. And I was like, oh my gosh, the sexual tension's bubbling. And then he like winks at her and he's like, sure, whatever you need to tell yourself kind of thing. But he was feeling something. Okay, you just have 19 pages left with Nikki the driver. And thanks, Ruth. I hope the mechanic goes well too. At least I know now I won't have to shell out some money today. I'm just going to get it diagnosed. So that's great. Daniela, I've hit an interesting part, so I foresee not much sleep tonight. Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know how I feel about Aiden calling Kayla Bunny. I don't remember what your reading was, though. I'm going back and looking. Whoa. Yep, you're reading Pen Pal. Yeah, not everybody loved that. Yeah, it was okay with me. There's primal play in that book, and I know it doesn't work for everyone, but I'm okay with it. I think she was trying to find something different besides like baby girl because she's done that in her other books. So she just went a little wild with this one. Definitely all right. Naru is at 40% of enthralled, and it gets pretty interesting. Yeah, I think that whole trilogy is very well done. I've shared this. I don't go gaga for series that are about the same couple, but because it's the Spider's Mate trilogy and there's like a lot of work that they had to do in the first book for you to love a spider. Okay. Like, because when people tell me they're like, I can't read a book with spiders, I was like, I was not going to read a book with spiders either. I read that book like on a bet and then they won me over, like it works. It works because they take the time. They make you care about Catan. They make you care about his brood brothers and his brood sister. And Ivy is just this sweet, wonderful human who is willing to like open her mind up. And so I think that series being a trilogy just works, like it works as a trilogy because they're really building their relationship in the first one. Then we have some things seriously get escalated and crazy shit. And then the third one, it's like, what's our solution going to be? Without spoilers, it's like, what's our solution going to be? And I like that, I like that they do that. And so their books going forward, when they do the Rick series, sorry about that, they will just do one couple per book because now we are okay with spider. Like if you read the Katana and Ivy trilogy, like you're okay with the spiders now, and you are already excited to read about the other couples that kind of get hinted at in the third book. So I can't wait for there to be more of Rick's books. So, oh, Lexi, you had to go back. You're working. Nope, I understand. Thankfully, me working for my books is reading books and talking about books now. It's really living the dream, Okay, let me catch up. Hi, Morgan. Morgan, you're wonderful. Thanks for saying hey, girlfriend. Steph just started Twisted Love. Love it. Love it. Catan works for sure. Yeah. Every person that I convinced to read the book, I always am just like, just make it through this first book. Just, remove your thoughts about it and just try it, because it's it's literally a slow burn, a communication barrier, slow burn, like almost like friends to lovers, almost, because they like become friends first. I love it. And it's like a survival romance too, because she's abandoned on this planet. It just worked. And I love Robert and Tiffany. And like their love just comes through in their books so much. So anyway, I could gush about it all the time. I am trying to read more of their books right now, which is also why I like rejoined their Patreon. And yes, so there's Morgan, Taken by the Alien Next Door. So I read that one and I finished it on the plane on the way to Wanderlust. And it honestly, like, I enjoyed it a lot. And when I got to their author's note at the back, they were talking about how their books hadn't been doing well, and like they were doing this full time, and they were actually like nervous that things weren't going as well as they wanted them to, and they also weren't feeling inspired. Like it was taking a lot for them to get through it. And so they got the idea for this book. Their thoughts got spurred for it, and they sat down, and this book just like flew out of them. And so Taken by the Alien Next Door is, in my opinion, their like sexiest book that I've read. Like really, it was like a 4.5 on the spice scale, but it was also like the hero, like he kidnaps her, but this isn't dark. There's like little bits of Dubcon, like little bits of it, because she is kidnapped, and he's like, I need you to give me 30 days. Like you have to give me 30 days to try to win you over. And if I don't win you over in 30 days, then I'll like let you go. But it's also a breeding kink, because his race, they are out of women. Like there's no more women. And so it also is like he's trying to make an alien baby with her, but he's also obsessed with her. So love it. The audiobooks for those have just been released as well, which I was planning to listen to the audio while I read it, but I didn't end up. I just read it. And I really liked it, and I want to continue that series. I just, my plate's so full that I was only able to fit one in, but I highly recommend. Like, it was so cute. Even though he kidnaps her and ties her to his bed and is trying to like convince her to love him. And she's like, you kidnapped me. No. Also, she's the one who she makes soaps. I told Love Leather, I can't remember what her first name is. I apologize. but one of my followers, she makes soaps, and I use literally I use her soap every day. It's in my bathroom, and her soaps are amazing. And I messaged her immediately. I was like, this heroine makes soaps. That's what she does. Because the hero has like a certain scent that she uses that he loves. And eventually, like, she's making some soaps with this scent, and he just immediately is like feral for her because it becomes this like ambrosia scent that he associates with her. So that one's good. And that one, he doesn't have any like super weird anatomy. If you don't like that, he has one of the like, he's got a ribbed dick and he's got a tail. So, he's got all the toys, right? He's got all the toys to use. And probably my favorite thing, and this isn't a spoiler, and I'll stop talking about it because I see a bunch of you are excited. Yes, it is Tabitha. Tabitha and Zeverus, I think are their names. And she has a dog, and so when he kidnaps her, because like they're neighbors, right? Kidnapped by the alien next door. She moves in next to him. He kidnaps her, and she's like, my dog. So he goes and gets her dog, and like the dog will like poop on his floor all the time. And so it's like his tiny little punishment for like kidnapping her. The dog will poop in places, and I just kind of love it. So it was just real good, feel good, and it like reignited their like, it got them back in the zone, and so they wrote that series. And then I think they did the Rick series, and then I mean not the Ricks, the Spider-Maid, and then they went back, and they're writing another couple books in their other alien series. They're all alien series. Shit, what's that one? The Vengeful Hearts or whatever. Which I want to read more of those books because some of the art, the sexy art that I said, like that hero is the one that everybody loves, and I've only read the first book and now, and I want to read the other ones. So I'm excited for those. But anyway, their Patreon actually got frozen for a little bit because they were posting chapters of their books, and they got in trouble for that. And so I gave them advice. I was like, the other authors that I follow, they use BookFunnel for their bonus chapters because of this reason. Like if you post sexy scenes, it will block you. So yes, Read to Breathe. I'm sorry. I'm actually just about to end. I apologize. I didn't warn anyone, but what I will warn is keep an eye out because like I was saying at the beginning, I have quite a few books that I physically have to read in the next couple of days, and doing reading sprints really helps me. So tomorrow I have nothing planned except to have to film a video. So I may go live around the same time tomorrow too, maybe. And I also won't really warn for that because I'll just go live on YouTube again. But just make sure that you have your notifications turned on for me. I know Daniela said she didn't get one. My guess, Daniela, is maybe you have something turned off because that happens to me. Like I turn off some certain ones. But just make sure you have notifications turned on, and I'll let you know when I'm going to do it. So yeah, I might hop on at the same time tomorrow. But yeah, I need to go stop by the mechanic, and then I need to come back home and read some more. But anyway, thank you all for joining. And special thank you to those who sent some gifts. That was really sweet of you. I appreciate you so much. I mean, you could have, Daniela, you can also have like notifications. Like I have notifications turned on for YouTube, but I have them turned off on my phone. I don't know. Maybe just check. But anyway, thank you, friends. You're all amazing. I love you, and we'll do this soon. Bye, Daniela. Bye, Steph. Bye, Candace. Bye, everyone. I love you. Bye-bye.